Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is Monster Party for the NES. I remember watching my sister play this game as a little kid, and thinking it was really weird. And trust me, I haven't forgotten about this game since. And there isn't really much about this game that hasn't been said. It's quirky. It's got that bit of Japanese touch to it. That little Japanese Famicom game quirkiness to it. Ironically, it was never even released on the Famicom, even though there was a Japanese language prototype, which did get leaked onto the internet. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this game. Let's just go ahead and get on with this, shall we? Mark was walking home from a ball game. He looked up and saw a bright star. While he stared at it, the star got bigger and bigger. I have not even noticed that period until I recorded this video. Wow, nice grammar there, Bandai. The beauty of the star made his eyes moist, so he didn't notice that the star fell and landed right in front of him. He must have something really going on if his eyes are that moist. It wasn't a star, but a monster. Mark quickly asked, "Who are you?" I love how Mark isn't even phased here. I mean, this bird alien thing just landed right in front of him from outer space. "I'm Bert." You know, if you landed here from space, I would expect you to have a cooler name. Come on! "What's up?" You landed here from space, and you're acting like this didn't happen! "I'm looking for help. Evil monsters are out of control in my world." Again, nobody is phased here. "Come and help me." "I'm afraid to fight the evil monsters." "Well, of course you are. You're a kid with a bat." "Don't worry. With your weapon, you'll be able to destroy them easily. Period." Gotta love that orphan punctuation. "This isn't a weapon. It's a bat." I mean, he's not wrong. Bat, batter, anything is okay. Anyhow, let's go. Oh, so we're just gonna throw unfinished cooking stuff at enemies and that can defeat them too? What kind of monsters are these? Bert grabbed Mark's hand and flew away. "What's your name?" "Mark." "Mark, my planet is dangerous. So, we must act together." "How?" "Like this." Then they fused together. Yeah, that's a visual. This is how Mark's adventure began. Round 1 starts. Ah, that intro. So anyway, B attacks with the bat, A jumps, left and right lets you move left and right, down left and down right lets you do this weird worm-like crawl. Kind of reminds me of Ganbare Goemon. Anyway, we got this guy walking around. Thankfully, the hitbox on the attack is pretty generous. I can be slightly below this guy, and I can keep hitting him. And yeah, we can just keep hitting this particular electrified high school student until we can get as much health from him as we can. Certain enemies will carry certain power-ups, and it's always the same ones every time. Most of these enemies will not carry power-ups. Specific ones do. This is one of these specific ones. And as appetizing as it would be to fill up on health until it's all the way filled up to the right there, we're not going to be able to do that. We're only going to be able to fill it up until we fill it up to the D in round. After that, we can't get any more hearts. You can only get the power-ups from specific enemies only a certain amount of time before the game decides that you're not getting any more. Go elsewhere. Continue with the game. So we have our life at the bottom. We have our current score and the high score, which is kind of useless in this game. You have the current round you're on, and you can tell if you have a key. If you have the key, you can exit the level. And the points are useless because you only have one life, and if you die, you have to continue. Thankfully, continues are infinite. And thankfully, you don't have to worry very much about dying, though you will have only a limited amount of health if you do die. Had to think about what to say there for a second. Had to duck down there for a second. I can't believe I got hit there. Thankfully, I only took like 1 unit of damage. Enemies do not do a lot of damage. Also, we just fought off a pair of legs sticking out of the ground. And this specific one gave us a pill. The pill lets us change into Bert. And we will need the pill to take on this plant that is in this room. To go enter a door, just walk up to it, just stand in front of it and press up. As Bert, you can fly by pressing A repeatedly, and you can fire lasers by pressing B repeatedly. You can attack a lot faster with Bert, as you can see. And you don't have to worry about sending the bubbles into the boss with Mark's bat either. Now we're flashing right now. That means we're about to turn back into Mark. But if we get another pill, showed it off there just for a brief amount of time, we can keep being Bert. Hey, unfortunately, the transformation into Bert only lasts a specific amount of time. And after that time is up, as the game will tell you, you'll transform back into Mark. Also, this part is easy to jump around in, but you can also fly through that part easily with Bert. Had to concentrate over there so I can get rid of all the enemies. We skipped the second door because it had nothing in it. But if we go into this door, sorry, I'm dead. Now, you may think that that is a dead crab, or a deceased crab, or a dead spider, but that's really a dead lizard. That little green spot there is the eye. Below that is the mouth, and the dark red thing is the tongue. So you can kind of picture that as a face now. Reason I'm mentioning this is because this was one of the great unsolved mysteries of NES gaming. Because for some reason, people couldn't figure out what this was due to how NES graphics were at the time. Some people thought it was a spider, some people thought it was a crab. No, it's really a lizard. And I think it's based off of a toy that Bandai made or something. I'm not quite sure, but it does have its origins. Anyway, you just sit there and you get credit for killing it. It's dead. It's already dead. You don't have to fight it or anything. And, wow. The hitbox is not getting you, so I had to jump to hit you. That was weird. At least you take 2 hits to kill. And once you pass by this cactus, the heads-up display turns red instead of blue. You have all this creepy, gory imagery going on. I'm surprised this is all in an NES game, mind you. Also, we need to beat up this specific pair of legs. Okay, it's another pair of legs. But at least we got to get some points and we beat up a dog. With a person's head. And polka dot fur. Okay. What if I were to return to that pair of legs? Ow. Because in case an enemy drops a question mark, it may be something random. Like I may get points here, but I may get something else. Ah. I'm apparently only getting points here for some reason. That's not good. I know when I played this in the practice run, I was getting the pill. So I could take on the next boss that we're about to see a little more easily. And we also have these eye creatures on tentacles. They just move back and forth, and once you get into striking range, you can just keep hitting them with a bat until they die. And you don't have to worry about them really touching you either. Really easy to figure out where they double back and everything, too. And you don't want to be in that water because that water does sap away your health. I can't believe I'm taking damage here. That's not fun. This really isn't fun. I'm not getting pills. I would like a pill for the enemy that I would like to fight game. I mean, that would be great. It doesn't look like I'm going to get it, though. And that's the exit door right there, but we still need a key. And in order to do that, we have to beat the last boss of the stage, which is going to be harder than necessary, harder than it should be, because I can't get a pill for some reason. Also, those hands sticking out of the ground are spikes. Don't jump onto them. Just don't. Just don't do it. And I had to take damage there. That was terrible. Great. Now I'm going to have to do this with Asmark, because the game won't let me do it as Bert. That is unfortunate. But this guy, all you have to do is just hit this guy. You don't have to jump to hit him. And just try not to get hit too much. If you can send his projectiles back at him, so much the better. Oh, now you want me to be Bert. Thanks, game. Well, at least we can get back to the exit safely. But that was not what I expected. That was not what I expected at all. Apparently, the question marks can be random every time you play. And if you can't get a certain effect to happen, you're pretty much boned. Apparently there is some RNG to those question marks that the enemies do drop after all. And I could go into any of the other doors, but there's really no reason to do so. Instead, we can just go into this door and get a little bit of health and get a password. Believe it or not, this game does have a password system, and if you need to go to a specific level, in case you can't play through this game in one sitting, the passwords are there to help you. But anyway, I've left that password on the screen for long enough. Round 2 start. And we are now in the sewers. What awaits us in the sewers? That will have to wait until the next video. Join me next time when we take on round 2 of Monster Party. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!